Evening. How do? Hello, Dame. It's nearly Friday. Been a hard week being back. I could get used to the whole not working thing. Hope everyone's had a good week. Oh, are you off? You been off still? Nice. Ooh. Bonk. Oh man, straight back into a 5-day week. Savage. Right, let's get the thing going, shall we? Turn that on. Turn that off. Turn that on. Press that button. Right. What's going on? Okay, we've got 3 points. Now, if I remember rightly, we needed composure, right? Or something? Why are we not talking to him? What's going on?
The old man stares despondently at the logs. It's like he's forgotten you're there.
Composure. Have we got any clothes that introduce composure? Let's do that first. Let's max everything out for composure. Yoink. I think we've got something that boosts motorics as well. Is that a beer? Might be a beer. Army surplus winter scarf. I don't remember picking that up, but okay. Okay, so we've boosted composure quite a bit there. Boost it there. Is it motorics? Motorics. What boosts that? One of these. Speed? Speed. Right.
The old man stares.
And we've got spare points. If we fail this check,
it's like
we've got spare points. So we can boost composure again and have another roll, right?
His lip.
I don't think there's anything else.
Glad we talked about what?
Assess his body language. Let's have a go with this.
What strikes you about this gaunt man is not the stomach pain, or the cough, or the malnutrition. For a man who's spent 44 years hidden in the urban wild.
He is surprisingly okay.
Indeed. He speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid, if erratic. His voice, despite the cough, is there. It is capable of expressing complicated ideas. Above all, he seems animated.
Animated by what?
It's a mystery. This animation comes at a cost too. Erratic hand gestures, thought processes cut off like threads, as he just stares at the logs or the reeds. He also suffers mood swings, bubbling to the surface, unconstrained by his nervous system. Great leaps of emotion, from anger to grief, despair.
Dementia? Question mark?
You've seen demented people before. This feels similar, yet different. When his thoughts move, they are lucid, keen even, not senile. Is it some kind of substance damage? Like he's addicted to something? Not only the painkillers he's clearly on.
Mr. Dross, are you on some kind of psychoactive substance?
No. I won't be stuffed full of shit like the rest of this city.
You said you take painkillers.
I take them to cope with pain. The people of this city use painkillers because they have pain. Untreated illnesses. Not enough money for a greedy doctor.
He is indeed very lucid at times.
Ow, I've got a kitty on my lap who needs adjusting.
It's not a downer, rather an upper, judging by his snaps.
I can't remember what Pyrrolidon does. That makes you see things, right?
I don't know what that is.
Amphetamines?
Like some kind of decadent rock star.
Would a foul temper be a byproduct of his life?
Perhaps, but his seems more than that. The inner turmoil takes unexpected turns, as if forced on him in a way. In summary, you sense some underlying neurological disorder.
Are you okay? How is your memory?
No, I'm not okay. I shit blood, and I'm surrounded by insane people.
Same, bro.
There it is again, erratic hand motions, bouts of rage, and the stomach thing too, of course.
Brain tumor?
Could it be a symptom of overdosing on something? Something even you have not tried? Keep your eyes peeled.
Okay, so let's arrest him, I guess. You're under arrest for the murder of Ellis Courtenay.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
This terror is the sum of all the uncontrollable movements and mood swings he's been exhibiting.
Uh-oh. I hope this doesn't go south.
The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken all around you. Little shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues, like an incantation.
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand? Do you understand?
But...
Kim, he's afraid.
No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He looks at the reeds, eyes submerged in growing terror.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead.
Does he think something's... like, there is a reason he needs to be here? Or is it just because he hasn't left it in so long? No, because he said he goes into town, so...
Pupils are dilated too. Eyes getting blacker and blacker.
Oh, God.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
Okay. Red check. For this, let's have a go.
There it is again. To your north, as it has been since you came to the coast. The reeds whisper, stalks rubbing against each other. But then, in the middle of it,
What?
something completely different. It sounds like a bow, very slowly being drawn against the strings of a violin. A very small violin, made of reeds and rushes.
I don't really know what's going on.
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat.
Shush, Kim. Do you hear that?
What?
What are you talking about? Is this really us?
Your skin crawls.
It's the thing!
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
Blink.
It's still there, an unfolding mechanism of reed-like chitin, hovering in place.
What is that?
What are you talking about?
Oh god, it's getting closer. No, don't get any closer. The giant stick insect.
There's nothing there.
Kim, you're seeing this, right?
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand rise instinctively.
Please don't shoot yourself. There is. I see it.
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in the reeds.
Kim, can you see it?
I can see it.
Oh, thank God.
4 simple words, thank God.
That's what I said.
If you can see, then you're not insane. But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence, its limbs long and slender.
Be very, very careful.
The lieutenant whispers, then takes a step towards the giant arthropod. Oh, please don't get hurt, Kim.
Honorable One, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points on your life path. You are a man most virtuous.
Okay. Am I seeing this because I've been good? Wait, there were honor points?
Of course there were honor points. Did you think no one was paying attention to all of your honorable deeds, Honorable One?
I only try my best. It's the most any of us can do.
Oh, the modesty on this one. Another 10 honor points for you, sir. You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers, an honor cop.
My honor is my life.
Yes, your deeds are spoken for you, Honorable One. But to fully drape oneself in an eternal cloak of honor, a ritual must be completed. A rite of honor.
What is this? Good evening, Eddie. How do? We've tried to arrest the guy, and he's not resisting, but he's not very well. And you can't quite see it, but up here, the bloody phasmids appeared. The Insulindian phasmid, and it's a giant 3-meter high stick insect. And now I'm having a debate with myself about honor. Fairly standard set of circumstances for this game, to be honest.
Even among the honorable, only the most dignified are deemed worthy. But you, O Honorable One, have excelled in honor.
Also, after 40 hours of playing, that's the first time I've noticed that was up there. I saw the little corner thing, but I just thought it was an interesting UI element. I didn't realise there was a menu up there.
Honor comes from deep within you, and to truly know oneself, to know one's honor, one must reach deep within oneself and touch one's honor.
I don't really know what's going on with this conversation though. Also, if you hear lots of noise, it's because it's shitting it down here. Let me turn my gate off and you can hear. That's not interference, that's rain.
You need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum and stick it in there to form the Arch of Honors.
What? Well, the current background sounds are the game, but I'll mute the mic. That's the game. Turn the game off. Gate's on and it's okay. Turn the gate off. But then you can hear me chew. Open the window for less rain sound. What? It's on my roof, not my windows. I can't open the roof. I'll get wet. We seem to have skipped over the fact that my psyche is telling me to stick my thumb up my arse. What? I don't know, just like that, outside. What about people?
People will be in awe, admiring a police officer most honorable, in a sacred ritual of uttermost righteousness.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. You're crazy if you think I'm just going to stick a finger in my ass. No way.
Most dishonorable are those who have known honor, carried honor in their hearts, and then disowned honor. They are the honor fallen.
Okay.
You brought much shame on your family today. Your name will forever be tarnished by this most shameful of deeds. Be forever banished, shameful one.
I'm definitely Googling this afterwards. And now the Phasmid's there. He's there. Do we talk to the Phasmid? What is going on?
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from his head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch.
Listen carefully.
Ch, 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 s, ch, 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 s.
Oh, Kitty's on the way. Approach carefully. Oh shit, did I fail that check? A 97% check and I failed it.
You barely get to take
Fuck's sake.
The invertebrate reacts with uncanny speed, skating away across the water. It's gone, like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but rings on the sea's calm mirror. It's blending into the tufts of reeds in the distance, moving from islet to islet.
Where? Where did it go?
The lieutenant has the camera in one hand and a slip of white paper in the other, developing.
You never had a chance. There was something off the moment you approached it. It was scared of you, of humans.
How did we fail that one? I think I went into the reeds there on that islet.
Looks like it doesn't like to stay out in the open for long.
I did take the pheromone from Moral. How did it do that? Glide?
It appears the insect can walk on water, like a water strider, you know? It's almost as fast. Uncanny.
Did you get it? Did you get the picture?
He shakes his head in silence, an expression on his face that you've never seen there before.
Say nothing, swallow it.
It's just a blur.
What now?
What now?
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
That's very annoying.
Our suspect's not looking so good. We should check him over. Also, it looks like it has some kind of nest there. Maybe there's proof in there.
In the reeds, where the phasmid was hiding, you see a little flash of white. Porcelain white.
Ooh. We've got the helmet. And a rifle scope.
Brother, you've managed to collect all the armor pieces.
Hey.
Too bad it's too late for the big showdown.
Don't think this helmet would have helped me anyway.
It would have looked very impressive. Still, you found it all. Now your mortal coil is completely protected. Few cops are this futuristic.
At least now I am truly invincible. Evidence. Clash's passport. Clash's passport?
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a black-haired woman called Katarzyna Alazie.
Classia's hidden documents. From the MT boy.
Look at the photo.
It's Klasia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow. An old photo, before life came and did what it does.
What's it doing in the phasmid's nest?
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or...
Perhaps for some blackmailing plan?
Perhaps. But that still doesn't explain how it got into the nest.
The phasmid took it.
Like a magpie?
Maybe.
What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would be highly unusual.
Well, I guess it collected the helmet, right? Unless what's his face here was hiding them, was had put it all there.
I can see how the helmet could wash up on the island. And the scope. Maybe Mr. Dross lost it. But to seek this out would be very unusual behavior for an arthropod.
Would it? Maybe it was simply curious.
Okay. Perhaps it was curious, like an octopus.
An octopus belongs to a very different class. It's not even an insect, it's a mollusk. But yes, I see your point.
I'm going to be too smart-ass about it, Kim. It says Katarzyna Alazie.
She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith. Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Okay, don't know why you repeated that, but...
Katarzyna Alazia was supposed to be her real name, where Klasia comes from. Remember? God damn it.
But she's lied a lot. It was supposed to be her real name. She lied to us.
Yes, somehow she managed to lie to us. One more time. In a way, she's still lying to us right now.
What does that mean? What is her real name then?
I don't know. But it's not Katarzyna Alasia, or Klasia, or Anouk Meyer-Smith.
No.
We didn't even scratch the surface with her, detective. Perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest her. Who knows what hell she'd be raising in my district by now.
And if what she was saying was true, about people trying to find her, then... she'd be at risk, right? And she didn't necessarily deserve that.
The winds are silent. The streets are empty of her. She is no longer in the city of Revachol.
Okay. So we've got 3 points to spend. I'm annoyed that we failed that check.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid? What did you miss? We found the phasmid and then scared it off. Because I failed a 97% check. We've also got the helmet and Klasia's passport. We were trying to arrest this dude. He's not very well. So that's what we're trying to work out what's going on now. But I am somewhat annoyed that I failed that a 97% check. The only failure was a double one, and that's what I got. Might be one to load a save for later to experiment and see what happened. Also, we were approached by our psyche telling us we were really honourable and that to become truly honourable we need to stick our thumb up our ass, which I didn't do. And it told me off. I don't really know what that was all about, to be honest. Sir, how could you not see the phasmid? Oh yeah, the old dude can't see it, or didn't see it. We're trying to work out what's going on with him.
See.
He stares at the reeds and falls silent.
Mr. Doras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets, his gap-toothed mouth shaking. With fear and longing, like an addict of some terrible substance.
Touch his shoulder gently.
The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man. Other than that, no reaction. He feels small and frail.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Doras?
What?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Is he taking like a cyanide pill or something?
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
What has happened to this man?
Old age and shock.
I don't think it's the phasmid, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress.
Oh.
But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
Quite a few things about that health check you did on him make sense now.
He couldn't see it, Kim. It's just the reads for him. No, let's do this one. Before, when I evaluated his state, he seemed strangely animated.
He was energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, with little hygiene or medication, I would expect worse.
Perhaps this animation is induced by something in the phasmid.
It does not seem to be animated now it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to believe anything at this point. Maybe it is psychoactive. I mean, why not? It's 3 meters tall.
I think he's addicted to that thing.
Like a drug?
He has displayed addict behavior, and not just to painkillers.
His pupils appear to be dilated. They still are.
He can see it, Kim. It's just the reads for him.
That could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here. Mr. Dross.
No response.
Maybe this is how the phasmid has stayed hidden all these years.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it.
Yes, you forget it's there.
Mr. Dross, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds? The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is a little advanced for a nurse.
He's been here a long time. Who knows how much of it in its company?
He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him. Like he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe.
Yeah, he didn't want to leave, did he? At all.
I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. They'll think we're insane.
He will have to be very convincing and very sober to make them believe, sire.
We found some things in the phasmid's nest, Mr. Dross.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should.
Show him the detached scope.
I lost.
You lost it, Mr. Dross.
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie phasmid?
The lieutenant observes the lens sparkle in your hand.
This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being.
I'm going to try and show him the helmet anyway.
Nothing. Just die.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back here. This makes sense. Mr. Dross could have picked it up. Or the phasmid even. If it did, this is incredible.
Show him the passport.
No reaction. His breathing is slow, and he appears very old all of a sudden. Around 80. This is an old man, at last. No longer a tin soldier, but the broken down remains of a man.
Did you take this passport and other papers from a boy on the coast?
The spirit.
Ah.
He hears us. The spirit?
No reply. He's gone again.
Try something else? We got him back for a moment.
I'm going to let you rest now, Mr. Dross.
The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones in a sack of tracksuit trousers and a windbreaker.
Hang tight.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If we don't take too long.
Okay then, let's do that. You don't really need to walk around with a gun in one hand and speed in the other. I'm still off my tits for another 7 minutes. These stairs feel ancient. Soldiers' feet ran up them long ago.
The skiff is swaying on the waves.
Let's return to the mainland.
Lex, we are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet. But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
Who do we think this is going to be? Rain's getting worse, by the way.
2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm.
I'm going to demonstrate again with no gate. That's the rain. I need to adjust this so that it doesn't stay on after I finish talking because the rain level is so high. That seems better.
You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Who do we think's waiting for us? 2 men and a woman. I reckon it's going to be the 2 policemen at least. You reckon it's going to be Clasher? She's not going to be waiting for me.
Look what the tide brought him.
Ah, this guy. This is the guy who was wearing an outfit, I reckon. With the sunglasses and the hair. There's this guy who's on the bloody radio. Who's a dickhead.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Yeah, but I've sold it, dickhead.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
Wait, you're the man with the sunglasses.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
No one else seems bothered by the bleeding.
Bothered by it? Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant.
Yeah, well. You were no help.
Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
Forget about all this. There's a giant...
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Yes. You were the one who was showing his kid stuff?
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Quemar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Our special task force. This isn't the people who are working with the drug dude, is it?
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
I'm fine.
Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
Hope these boys aren't going to fuck things up for us.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Way to feed me to the wolves. No, Kim, you gotta have my back. Let's destroy them. Surely Kim will jump in if he needs to. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
What is this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What?
Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
What's a shit kid?
You. Shit kid? That's you.
This guy's a knobhead.
Maybe you've deserved it.
How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
Okay. I understand. Okay, Gart told you. Yeah, we did sort him out with a date with Sylvie. We saved his fucking bar. I guess he wouldn't know he was betraying me. It was some police officers asking where the other police officer was. He didn't really betray me. I understand. Okay, Gart told you.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
What did I do to them?
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A legendary local drunk.
Yep. So Trent Hiddleston turns out to be Special Consultant Trent Hiddleston.
Yes, I'm Trant Hiddleston. I never said I wasn't Trant Hiddleston.
What's up with the kid then?
Mikhail? Mikhail is my son.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No problem.
So what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on.
Mentioned a task force?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Nope. Refresh my memory, who else is in this?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trant fucking Hiddleston, and Guillaume Baby.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Who's Guillaume Bevy?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit. Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Trant because I'm forcing him to stay.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
No. Oh, okay. Like you were. I thought he was going to try and suggest that it was the same guy, but it obviously isn't. It is the sunglasses guy.
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G-Baby. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage. So not so much anymore.
He sincerely thought it was going to be amusing for both of you.
Okay, so what does the unit do?
Do? It's a major crimes unit. We cleared the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
But I solved it.
The 41st isn't...
Where have you been all this time?
Where have we been? We've been fucking off as far as I remember.
Oh, did I tell them all to fuck off?
You told us to fuck
Yep.
off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die.
I do want to do a dickhead playthrough. And say some of these things, but I'm going to do this one. I said all those things. I'm not like that anymore.
Yes, you're sorry. You're the sorriest cop
Yep.
who ever lived. Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentance shit a million times over.
None of this is ringing any bells.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, pal, and so on.
Yep.
As displayed in a station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Oh my word. I mean, 6 is what I actually think happened to him. Well, I think something bad happened to him, and that's why he drank so much. It's not to do with the 2mm hole in the world. I'm gonna go with that one. Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defense mechanism.
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am. But you know what? I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying, or insane, or both.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have.
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the 2 drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful. The 2 cases in your ledger, the unsolvable case and the Next World mural, those were recent.
Do I keep doing this? Since she left me, I guess.
Those cases were hard on you.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
Bear in mind, we said we have to hurry to go and rescue the dude before he dies. But we'll have this little tribunal, shall we, instead?
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
I'm ready to lead again.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
What now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Ready?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
It was stolen by traffic hooligans. I drove it when I was drunk. We can't hide this shit. Apart from anything, Kim knows it all. He's not going to like it if we lie. I'm not going to ask him to lie. I'm going to show off a little bit. Tequila Sunset. I also jumped the canal, by the way.
Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Tequila Sunset. Jump the canal. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me.
Yeah, well, fuck you. You're a dickhead.
Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna pay till I die. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
Got my badge right here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Well, we've got to have a go, right? Surely it's better to try and catch it than let it fall. Catch it and fail. Ooh. We caught it.
Not today, badge.
The drama is unnecessary. I got the badge. Behold my badge.
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun are natural stakes, not achievements.
Yeah.
What is it with all these material objects?
My gun is right here.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
Shoot you. Yeah, I'm drunk. I'm also on drugs. So what? I've had a little drink.
A little drink? You smell like a corpse. I'm downwind and I can barely breathe. You smell like shit. You let a suspect escape, Harry. Classier something. Because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
We've read the reports. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
That's just a small detail in a huge case you know nothing about. Yeah. These guys are being dickheads.
Sure. If it's part of your master plan. Let's not even get into the other suspect who also escaped. Another detail?
Who is that?
Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
Yeah, but it would have been a lot worse.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot and survived only because of his armor. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
I'm not going to say that. Yeah, let's put some pressure back on them. It was a massacre. We got wiped. Where the hell were you?
Don't make this harder for yourself.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
Come on, Kim. Back me up.
On the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the lost gun, also losing his badge, that's all true. And he's been drinking on the job.
Yes, but for good reason.
The man sighs deeply.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer.
All right, Kim. I thought you liked me.
It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class, which, again, for a police officer, is a little odd.
You should yell something.
That's not a good idea.
Yes, let's let the big boys talk.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the drugs, of course. Some kind of anti-radiation drug he uses to induce visions. But despite all this, he is a great detective. One of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him anything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped working on the case. He is tireless, madly driven.
Apart from that time I sung karaoke.
Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect, 3 meters tall. It's on the island, camouflage as the reed. It unfolded from them. I did not, unfortunately, get a photo, but I believe it may have been the Insulindian phasmid. I know this sounds fantastic, but I'm a 4 times decorated lieutenant of the RCM. I do not make up encounters with cryptids to spice up my day. I am very, very sane.
I don't doubt you, Lieutenant. If you say it was the Insulindian phasmid, then it was the Insulindian phasmid.
Boom shakalaka. I'm not... No, I'm just going to say nothing. I don't
My
like any of
God.
those.
Is it somehow connected to the case?
Yes.
Detective?
Yes. I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation.
The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
We could order a search. I could get people from EPIS on the island, entomologists, doctors. There must be signs of it in the reeds. If we found the Insulindian phasmid, well, that would be absolutely exceptional. The PR value alone.
There, you need to make your case now. The floor is all yours. He prepared it well.
And I fixed the strike situation. There was a dead man. I'm going to start with this one. We have a strong motive for the killer.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
What?
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead.
I did not know that the Vich was like, I guess, son of. Is it like Larson or Dottir?
This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
Is that the same IRL with Vich surnames?
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Yeah, he was obsessed with her, wasn't he? He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy. Didn't he? Definitely didn't have any... He didn't give a shit about the unions and everything else, did he? I mean, it probably could be related to the chemicals, but he killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have a sniper's nest with full view of the room in which the mercenary died, right on the island, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that.
I'll win her back with this. No. Why isn't that option there? They'll teach this in cop school. I'm going to say that. Could be a little neater.
Get over yourself. You're not a perfectionist. You're a cop and you did a good job. With a lot of help from Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Fuck off. I hate you.
And none of this can hide the smell of booze on the wind.
God damn it. It is bad. Even you can smell it.
The phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
No idea.
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Just trying to put my gate back. Rain's died down, so I can talk normally now.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
No.
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
It had gathered items in its nest. A helmet, a scope, and a passport.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
Maybe. I don't know. I still think it was female.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs.
I don't know what parthenogenesis is, but I'm going to say it.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
It told me. Observation.
Well, then it wouldn't matter if it's a male or female. The bower would just be rudimentary behavior from before the parthenogenetic mutation.
That makes sense. Yes.
Very interesting. Such organisms are extremely vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the whole species. We're probably looking at conservation efforts here.
It had mandibles that looked like hair, and it was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. It's a toughie that you don't have a photo. This would look very, very flashy in the papers. None of it says vigilante murderers to me at all. Great PR.
I tried to, but I only got a blur.
Ouch.
We can still work. Cop discovers new species in there. I know a good guy in La Majesté, but only after the École Supérieure people find it. This cannot be done by French people.
It needs to be whitecoats and glassware for this fly. We need professionals.
In the mist-colored distance, over the water, nothing moves. Not a trace of it. You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still.
We don't know this is true. We just suspect it. Should we say it anyway? The previous head of the Debardeurs Union was assassinated by R. Keller.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Evrard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
Okay.
Understood, of course.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
Okay, let's not mention solving
This
the
has to be
strike.
good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
Dead man on the boardwalk. A missing person I found.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How did you know I found him?
The body was transported to Precinct 41,
Oh, yeah.
our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
Also looked in the mystery of the Doom commercial area.
I don't know what a Doom commercial area is.
I mean, it isn't really important. Kim's trying to say we worked tirelessly on the case, but I did a load of other shit. So let's.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't sound too important, since it's not connected to the case or a giant living organism.
I don't think I should say I fixed the strike situation because they were already pissed that I was doing stuff for Matey, right? We're not going to mention stealing that dude's drugs. So what do you say? You want to take this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to, Jude.
Yeah.
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
I have a few questions before we go about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but
But before?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
But... Okay, that does explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair.
The collection of sportswear I've amassed.
Some of your more old-school wording choices. Your posture, even. The constant stretches.
God, even this javelin-throwing freak here.
So... Does it... If I'd never run at all, would I have not got that option? I don't know. It'd be interesting to know what other options come up here. When was this? When was I a gym teacher?
in your 20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
Oh, thanks, mate. You said in Couron? I was a gym teacher there?
Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue. The worn floorboards. Couron is just east of Jamrod. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
Why did I join the RCM then?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
I see now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
What? Kim. Kim. Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Yep, pretty much.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Some chick? Who?
Dora something. Dora Engelund. Yeah, you mentioned the name.
Not Dora Dubois.
Wait, Dora Engelund? So we weren't even married?
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
Hello, Avatar. You arrive as we are partially through, I guess, what is essentially a summary of the game. And the choices we've made and things like that. We just found out that the woman we thought we were married to, we were never even married. But then apparently no one gets married anymore. And I've been pining over her for 6 years.
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Engelund really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Oh, wait.
She was extremely fuckable, Harry.
You don't get to say that.
A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
You don't get to say that about my ex-girlfriend.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin. Pain Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go home.
No.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing.
I'm going to take a pop one of these in case I get morale hit again.
My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
I don't think he's necessarily wrong on that one.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
You're right, Avatar, by the way. Happy New Year and so on. Okay, am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre?
No.
No, because the suspects seem to think...
You're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
Well, there's that at least. I'll take that as a win.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
That's exactly what a corrupt unit consultant would say.
He would immediately backpedal out of it.
No, okay, true. Precinct 41, what kind of station is it?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Torson and McLean?
Mac the Torso Torson and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
They are damn iconic, though. Torson and McLean.
An iconic duo, I take it?
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage.
And the Sea Wing is...
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
And Price is...
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office. They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
Did we recently shoot up a church by any chance?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
What happened? Why did we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
So I work in the bloody murder station.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershore. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
What else so far? Tomorrow is another story. What happens tomorrow?
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
The Phasmid. I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock.
The cryptozoologist, she lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible, even if we didn't get a photo.
God damn that one roll. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Avatar. I'm not in a position to understand how that feels. But my sympathies are with you anyway.
Watch out, or she'll faint.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind. It says, tensions rise in Terminal YC in light of the débardeurs strike in Terminal B. Among representatives of every industry in Coal City. You read.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
He's really considering it.
I'm ready.
Good.
I guess we don't get to go back and do the church then.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Can I drive?
Under the afternoon sky, the great district hums. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, to Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time.
My thoughts are with you both, Avatar. They will be tomorrow.
Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmair? Yes. Dubois? Yes. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
What was the list? What was that list for? What's the... So this is the captain making a list of people to be part of something. No one's got in the front yet. Gosh, that was good. Enjoy the credits. I got the cat's back. And he's soggy. What's next? Probably Outer Wilds. Come on in. Can you sit on me? Yeah, that was an incredible game. The backstory, the world they've created, the writing, the voice acting. You know the guy, the voice for your, what was it, ancient lizard brain and your limbic system, and he also did Don't Call Abigail, that guy. He was in a band called Sixth. Mikey something, Mikey. Oh, I'm sure it'll come up at some point. I recognised his voice as soon as I heard it. Mikey Goodman, there we go. He also directed and did the casting for the voice. So, yeah, there you go, look, this guy. Yeah, he was in a band called Sixth. I recognised his voice immediately, the first time I heard it. And he does kind of a lot of those voices as part of the singing in the band. Oh my god, where are you going? I'm gonna have to make a space for the cat. He's currently standing in, what's it called? What would you call it? An organizer. Hold on, look. One of these, but big. But the middle is sorting out a load of brews and stuff. Here we go. Like one leg in each hole. So I've made some space on that workbench for him. Or do you want to sit on me? I can't tell if he wants to curl up on the desk. What? Wait! Look, say hello. Hold on. Let's turn you back on. Before he goes onto my lap. Say hello, Bruce. Say hello. Big dumpling, aren't you? There you go. He settles down on my legs. And then tucks his head under the desk. Duck. Duck, little man. He's a very fluffy boy, this one. He's very warm. It's very relaxing having him sit in my lap. He sits... I end up having to sit fully man-spreading. So that he sits... he's got his butt in between my legs. And then his front paws and his head on one of my legs. And that's how we sit. On a couple of occasions in the past few days, I've had double-decker cats. I've had a cat on the desk and a cat on my lap. Could be worse situations. I wonder if you can fuck things up so badly in this game that you don't get let back in. We did get some achievements during the that sequence as well. What do we get? We got Recruit Detective Kim Kitsuragi. We got some reasonably rare ones. So it's only 18% people get Recruit Kim into your division. I also got finding all the bits of the suit, which only 5.2% have got apparently. And the other day we got a thing called Hardy's Heroes, which I don't really know how I achieved, but that was only 6.6%. So, you know, we're the best. I don't know what options we missed. How do you see that in this now? Oh, here we go. I should have kicked more inanimate objects. Say 7 incredibly boring things. Say you're the law 7 times. Warn them of the coming end 8 times. Bother Kim after hours. I don't know what that is. See beyond the veil 6 times. We never got to do the church thing. We never worked that out. Force Kim to reveal his secrets. We never managed that. We didn't finish the committee. Oh, we couldn't do that until we'd done the church. Cause a shitstorm. The most honourable cop in the land. I guess we failed that because we didn't stick our own thumb up our arse. Solve the case without even inspecting the body. Get Kim to wear the jacket. We didn't manage that. Restore all of the hidden photos. I don't know what that means either. And 4 hidden achievements. There's shitloads of stuff to do. No, we didn't get into the fridge, which was why we weren't able to do the whole church thing, which is a pain. You see the people make games video about the whole legal thing. This game, yeah, with this game you mean? Well, at least the studio, yeah. Yeah, it's very, very complicated. Oh. What happens if I press continue? Load game. Ah, we could re-go at the old... we could have another crack at the phasmid. I am tempted to load a save from before we went to the island to have a fiddle around. Should we have another quick crack at the phasmid? While we're here. The
old man stares at the reeds.
Oh no, this must be after it, right? Because... Okay, no, we need another save. That one? What did we do first? Oh, we'll do basically what we did before. So we put all the stuff that gave us composure, which was that, and the jeans, and the disco shoes. I think that was it, wasn't it? I also took speed, but I'm not going to do that this time. I wonder if that's the check
stares despondently at the logs. It's
that we
like
need
he's forgotten
for...
you're there. For a
Oh, fuck's
60-year-old
sake.
man with stomach trouble who spent his entire life...
Let's, for the first time ever in this game, we're safe scumming. We did that whole thing without once reloading a save, other than when we quit. Best way to play a game like this. Live with the consequences of your actions.
The old man
But now,
stares
we can mess around and
the logs.
see what
It's
would have
like
happened, right?
what
We need to do
struck you.
this.
Indeed.
We need to do all of
So
this.
you've seen
Yeah,
demented- is
blah,
it
blah,
some kind
blah.
of substance damage? Like he's addicted to...
You want something? No.
You said you take
No.
take
There we
It isn't.
go.
It's not a downer.
How about
I don't know
Preludon?
what that is.
Amphetamines.
Like some kind of
You okay?
No, I'm
There it is again. Could it be a symptom of overdosing on something? Something...
Arrest
What?
him.
But you said I would be taken to the...
This the whip.
Your way.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We know all this. Kimmy's afraid.
I don't want...
He's sweating. Pupils are dilated.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now
Wait.
on to the boat.
There it is again.
What?
Something.
Continue.
Maybe there is room for
Shush,
two
Kim,
as
do you
well.
hear that?
What are you talking...
Your skin crawls.
Here we go. This is the reveal of the phasmid.
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there.
It's bugged out. It hasn't actually done it.
Like arms in ghostly silence.
Blink.
It's
What is that?
What are you talking about?
A giant stick
There's
insect.
nothing-
the stick insect is over
Oh,
3
it's-
meters
It should be
tall,
here.
straight at you. With
It's
its
bugged
tiny
out.
pinprick
That's
eyes,
annoying.
And you feel your legs shaking under you.
There he is. I see it. Kim, can you see it? Right. I'm going to do everything the same up until the point.
Very careful.
Yeah, it's there.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from his head.
We saw
like
it the first
horns
time.
there.
We
Reed-like
just
tufts stick out.
failed
His is different
this.
from the streaks you've heard before.
97% check.
It says something else.
This is the first mid.
Is.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open, extremely carefully. It's the camera.
Are you sure you won't scare it off?
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear.
Let me approach it first.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
You see the phasmid turn to him. its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick,
Just listen to me.
sudden.
Shh. Okay.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking
Right.
their measure of
This
the
is the
air.
one we failed, by the way.
Slowly,
This 97% check we failed. Right, we passed it this time.
slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Like laughter, a sort of happiness. Sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest. You reek of it, your chemicals. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel air. It's smelling you. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
It's smelling me.
Maybe it is real, the pheromone.
The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads. They rustle as the air moves. The ventricles at its abdomen continue expanding, like lunglets. Breathing you in, your sour, greasy semiochemicals on the breeze.
Okay, Kim, take the picture. Now raise your hand slowly.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence.
Raise the other hand.
As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you, praying to you.
Don't pray to me, I'm nothing.
The reed creature does not stop its stridulations. It towers above you, parting the reeds it emerged from. Tuft-like structures still rustle on its joints.
Okay, Kim, take the picture.
Okay.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like
There we
the
go.
blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant. Hypnotized by the flash, it stands frozen before you.
That's sort of what it looks like.
The sweat on your arms feels cold as ice, as if you're frozen as well, in the shadow of this great statue of chitinous marble.
I got it.
Pet its scythe-like forearm. That's a cool picture. Slowly reach out and touch his whisker.
The antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the chitin curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish. The sensation is electrifying, resounding through your body. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
Look at your finger.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen.
Lick your finger. Yeah, absolutely, 100% I'm going to lick it.
It tastes like sugar, very faint. The anthropod towers above you, Tufts of reeds pointed from limb and head alike. Odorless, mostly comprised of water.
Oh. I was hoping it would remove all of my alcoholism. Carefully pat its forearm.
The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Either a trip or some kind of stat bonus. Run your hand up the slender limb higher.
A small shudder passes the creature's arm. High above you, its black pearl eyes still glisten, mesmerized by the light passing its nervous system. There is some kind of countdown happening as it slowly processes the overwhelming brightness of the signal. The invertebrate is regaining control.
We got it.
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
Down on your tiptoes and look more closely.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish. The faintest smell like you've never felt before, like burnt roses.
Kim, it's foaming.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly
Didn't I already
turns a
lick them?
darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one, letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
Oh, here we go. +1 for tasted it. Spoke to the hanged man, did not give up on the phasmid. Tasted it. Nose of parthenogenesis. Tell me, what are you doing?
I exist.
It's talking to me? Wow, we really missed out from that one roll, didn't we? There's a lot of extra stuff here from just one roll. I exist too.
Tell me what it's like for you.
Fire. Burning.
Fire? Where?
Inside.
I do not have fire inside me. In me, there is not even blood, but lymph, like sap from a wine palm. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist.
Intruded upon? By what?
Shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, it would never burn.
The fuck is happening to me right now? I'm glad to be me, an incredibly sensitive instrument.
Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you, with all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope of fire and writhing glass. Eternal damnation. Even when you're sleeping, and when you wake, you carry it around on your neck, with eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. I feel great, mute empathy for you.
It was very disorienting at first, but I'm keeping my shit together.
That must be incredibly hard. The Arthropods are in silent and meaningless awe of you. Know that we're watching. When you're tired, when the vision spins out of control, the insects will be looking on, rooting for you. And when you fall, we will come to raise you up. Bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky funeral, in honor of your passing. But not me, because I'm just a leaf eater.
I am a detective.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
Also that. I was born to detect you.
Yes. No one detected me for such a long, long time. For thousands of years. I dithered, out of silence. Trapped myself in greenery.
Sucrose is just sugary stuff, right? So sugar and drugs is what you were saying. This is my masterpiece.
No one believed I exist. Almost no one. Until you came, detective. Dripping of blood that smells like strawberries. Across the calm sea. The first in 1,000 years.
Is this a dream? What's happening?
No, you are awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real.
Where does this come from? All this around us, the world.
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily.
And all we can do is beat our fists against it day after day with no answer.
You can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum. Or read.
What exactly are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the Insulindian Isoma. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys. I went unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and officials of the occupation. Even the Seminese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions, until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Rebelshaw, district of Martinez, March 51.
That's insane.
No, you are.
Yep.
The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively median life form, while it is you who are a total extreme madness. A volatile simian nerve system ominously new to the planet. The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all.
pail is human-made?
It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
What do they mean with the pail? Well, we asked Joyce Messier about this. It's like, so they obviously don't, well, they don't seem to live on a globe. There are different regions that are separated by this thing called the Pale. I guess it's almost like a cloud of something. Where we are, there was no inhabitants until someone from another, I don't know what they call the different regions, I can't remember now, essentially fired 10 ships or something through the Pale in the hope of that one would get through. And I think one did and landed here. It causes madness if you travel through it too much. It was, yeah, Joyce Messier explained it all to us at some point. We had to get rid of Kim. She wouldn't talk to us about it in front of Kim. I'm trying to work out what all of this stuff is like, are metaphors or allegories for, because there's a lot of stuff going on. I think it's going to be one of those things where in about 3 weeks' time I'll suddenly go, oh, that's what that was talking about.
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident.
Yep. Pretty sure we will.
We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago, when organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no trees that eat thoughts.
Worse, how?
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if you misplace us all one day, or just forget?
Have I always thought this way?
No, you're only thinking it now. This is a revelation.
I already forgot the whole world once when I drank too much.
So it is already happening. Soon, one of you will close your eyes and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure?
It doesn't look like that, no.
What does it look like?
You're just staring at it.
Then I think I'm having a vision about the final fate of mankind.
Okay. Is it somehow related to the case?
Kim! Look, I love your dedication, man, but this is big. The case is meaningless compared to this. I have totally transcended the case.
I think you should back away from the unstudied species now.
The one that made the other dude totally insane? I don't know what you're talking about. I should lick it again. I have to say goodbye now. I have no more thoughts. That was all.
No, there is one more.
Is there? Of all the creatures I've met, you are the most beautiful.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Do it for the working class.
I will try.
She was middle class. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you.
Disengage slowly.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
This is where we would see it be animated walking off, but it's not there. We had the same animation the first time. Oh, there it is.
And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
It's gone. Apparently, yes. Looks like a nest of some sort.
Right, so this, we've all seen all of this. I'm not going to play through the rest of this again, the whole trial thing. We can guess at what stories were going to be different.
You've managed to collect all the armor pieces. Too bad it's too late for the big showdown.
I think it would help me
Would
anyway.
have looked very...
We could always try... Are we going to get to the sticking our thumb up our arse question, or is that... I've already missed that? I haven't got a chance to replay that yet, have I? When did that happen? I do want to go back to a save.
What is it?
Something is very...
Mr. Dora?
The man...
Can I show you the
an
picture?
addict of some the plastic...
He's going into...
The trembling...
This is all
Yes,
this is all the
Fulton
same
Tire
questions
is used
before.
for a boat. I think it's safe to leave him here while we go and get help. Old age and yes.
Blah.
Quite a few things about...
That could be
Blah,
part
blah.
No response.
Then how did we see it? The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical person. He was, and it does not...
I'm just trying to see if he's going to give me any different options that I didn't see before.
Drug? His pupils appear to be... He did seem... I have
No one would believe you with... He stares into the reeds. Nothing.
If Kuno kicked...
Oh,
He turns
He lost this side.
silent.
yeah, this is all the same.
No reaction. This is...
Let's have a closer look at that after. I think I'll be more useful than him.
The plastic cake. The blacks of his... The strength has all gone out of him.
We should think about getting back to the mainland.
Okay. So we're going to get ambushed when we go back. So that was cool. I really wish we'd been able to speak to the phasmid as part of our actual final playthrough, but never mind. Right, there's something else I wanted to try. Hopefully it's not too late. And I'm fairly sure this is a save right before we went to the island, because I'm pretty sure I saved it there on purpose. So that I had a save that was pre-island. Because it was heavily hinting that there was no coming back. Right, I wanted to talk to this lady again.
Yes, what is it? No? Yes. And? I don't care. I don't care about crap. The swallow, you mean? What about it? Yes, that's what led me here. Exactly. What do you...
Easy. You measure it by the world around it.
What? Hold on. We're talking about this hole again. There's options here I didn't take, which is interesting. Are we talking about something that doesn't
You
exist?
measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers,
Hydro transducers. So
but honestly, it's not progressing very well.
Where is it?
Great. Thanks. Yes, what is it?
There's so
I
many
brought them here.
machines.
These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
We've
Great. I brought them here. Great. The swallow, you mean? What about it? Because it's just... And I don't have a... Somewhere...
only a faint crisscross.
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all...
The Pillar of Silence?
Maybe.
Yeah, we've done all of this.
No.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this.
Great. Thanks.
So how do we get this sodding fridge open? I don't have to give her that. Disco Elysium. Large pry bar. The ice machine. Oh, we need to... She's supposed to give us a quest
Yes.
to look for an
what is it?
item.
No. Yes. No. You're right.
Where are
I
so many
brought them here.
machines? Why do you need
I
an
used
antenna?
the AR1 as my RAIN prefix. Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
I know a little.
All right. Well, all radio
Done
bombs...
it. We've done all of
Like
this.
love.
I guess it is, but it's not the... Anyway,
She liked telling me this.
So how do we get
Calm
her?
her nerves.
I'm work...
The machine,
Could you just... They are connected.
short and terse. There you have it. Whatever.
Great. The swallow, you mean? Yes, that's what led me here. Exactly. What do you think?
Easy. You measure it by the world around it.
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out? Exactly.
Ah,
But honestly, it's not progressing very well. Because it's just... And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just
I
stop
don't
talking
have a
and let me work. Great.
I feel like this is bugged, or is I did something wrong. We could always save scum it, couldn't we? I must have been locked out of that quest, which means I'm locked out this whole... Help Suna with her project. The task. It just says... You can volunteer to help her finish the research project. Which we... Disco Elysium. Sooner. Bug. Go and talk to the shitheads.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Here to talk about the church.
What's the deal?
Was using the mainframe when sooner the former lead programmer for Fortress Excellent appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She did not like it, and the drug lab really didn't help either.
What a pity. Those are my two favourite things in the world. Drugs and hypnotic music. I mean, and she doesn't like either one of them. Some people are just born retrograde. A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
Oh, I shouldn't be running, should I? No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, Honor Man. No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. The lines in the dark exist. Coexist. At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand. Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
She does not.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
Remember, the island isn't going anywhere. It's not like it's going to sail away or disappear. Take it easy.
Perhaps if you drop the drug lab?
Oh man, but the drug lab was like an integral part of getting the club going. For me, it was my favourite part. Chemistry's great. Besides, imagine all the drugs we could do if we had our own drug lab. I mean, hypnotic music is great and all, but drugs, they make you feel really good. When did you last feel really, really good?
Excitement bubbles up in you. Maybe you should blast some of these drugs right here in this tent.
Never. I don't have time to feel good. I'm a very busy officer of the law. Yeah, well, I've never felt good my entire life.
Pull out that stick, lawman. You'd absolutely love drugs. They'll make you feel transcendent.
I refuse to throw out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend. Goodbye, officer.
I reckon I needed to take that.
Wow. So someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
Look, I'm just trying to do my job. No need for extravagance.
Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copper type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wasn't I a sorry cop or something? Wait, well, this will be my copper type now?
Yes, the type of copy you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law.
Send out the telefax, whatever.
And done. No actual...
What's the thought that's given me? Regular law official. Anyway. Yeah, I thought I was sorry cop. I guess that's probably another thing that would change in the... Oh, I shouldn't be running because my leg. I'm guessing, yeah, that changes... Because they had to go at me for being too sorry, didn't they? I wonder if I needed to... Let's see if she gives me different dialogue options now. I'll be kind of annoyed if... with myself, if that is the case. Because we could have done this like day 3 or something.
What is it?
Yeah, 2 new options. What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre. He wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Oh, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress Accident.
Are you bitter because your radio game project failed?
That's right. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen. Ever again.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it.
Okay, so we've got a roll.
Easy. When her research is done, she can...
Yeah, now it's giving me a choice here. You mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help you with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
Look, love, I know that there's the answer to your problems that are in an ice fridge, but I can't get it open. But to help you finish the project, you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the boom boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Is this the filament you're looking for?
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still,
What is an offsite copy and why do you need it?
it's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
Yeah, why?
Oh god, not this again. It is not on-site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
Was she the one who didn't take it offsite?
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear?
This is clearly a painful topic for her. She must have had to explain herself numerous times.
Do you mean the studio of Fortress Accident in the Doom commercial?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
I've already been there.
Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it.
No, it's not. Where exactly is the offsite copy?
In the giant ice
It's
bear
not.
fridge. I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss.
Yeah, it's
you
not.
just need to get the offsite copy from the ice bear.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying,
I found a note from the ice beverage. It said the offsite copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
He said the offsite copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sulislaw.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Sulisław Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe.
Well, that's the whole point.
Deep and the Valley of the Heads.
Yeah, obsessed with keeping an offsite backup. Off-site?
Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
Mm-hmm.
And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
I found the ice cream maker but couldn't get it to open. It's completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
Why can't you get it yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Why did she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
What if it does? And narrow your eyes. Yeah, people in Martinez don't really like to get with the times.
She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my range Civic. I'm not making this up.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic.
Yeah, I'm totally going to tell her we put the body in the fridge. Bear in mind, we're not completing this playthrough, this part of the playthrough. By the way, put a dead body in that fridge.
Wait, what? Whose dead body?
You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fridge.
Whose body is it?
The body of the hanged man.
And what is it doing in the fridge?
It's almost as if she feels some sort of ownership of the fridge.
Don't worry, I put it in there temporarily. It's all part of an official police investigation.
You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice bear fridge.
The investigation warranted it.
Okay. Very cool. Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
We would appreciate it if you kept this knowledge to yourself, miss.
Why would she?
Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone to tell. And if I did, I wouldn't. I don't care.
Alright, I'll go look for the offsite backup.
Thanks.
She thinks for a moment, then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar.
And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
It hurts a bit for her to say this.
Right, see you later. Unbelievable. We needed to, I was going to try and get rid of her before I told the dudes they could come in here, but what we needed to do is tell the dudes they could come in here so that we can get rid of her. That's slightly annoying that we didn't try that. Fridge. Where is it? Ooh, blimey. Big boy. It's a giant can opener type thing. Looks like a beer bottle opener. Oh, do you know what? Because we're here, we're safe scumming this. In case we fail this check. Because we didn't save
This
scum.
orange machine is dead still.
Right.
It has a hand-cranked
Physical
ice cream
instrument.
churner and an electric
We didn't do any safe scumming through our actual playthrough, so I'm doing as much as I want now. Well, hold on. I know the... Do we need a beer? No, it's speed for physical stuff, right? Is it only the tank top that gives us... I think it's only the tank top that gives us physical instruments, isn't it? But that one gives us +1 to it as well. I don't think the suit helps in any way, does it? I've got 3 skill points. What do we need to boost physique? Which item boosts physique? Is it speed? Or is it this? Motorics. Motorics. A beer.
This orange machine is dead. Ice squeaks beneath your cavalry and it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to...
Okay. Good thing we did the save. Load. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
This orange machine is
72% and I failed it.
has
Fuck's sake.
hand cranked by ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Kavalzund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side. Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker.
What? No ice cream?
A scoop of ice cream would have been nice, yes.
Take the memory.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
No. Although we could save scum it. Let's save scum it. We're here now. Save. Save. And I'm going to run because we're save scumming. Oh, we need the old torch, don't we? Put that away, get that out.
Tiles on the cube.
Insert the
are
offsite
like a
copy.
smooth drawer. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the
Press play.
speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Elysium repeater station 1. Please repeat. Is this the offsite copy?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife.
No, that's not it.
Oh!
Maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
Good.
Yay.
I've unlocked the offsite copy. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Ka-ching.
Fortress accident. Is there
Toodaloo.
anything? Thank
See you
you.
later.
Hands on the cube
Press
are
print.
still. It sounds like something cracks. Before the piece of paper stops, something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to behave like this.
Uh-oh. Look inside.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments. Smoldering.
Read the printout.
The paper is soaked with ink. Its monochrome darkness spanning from margin to margin. It's not possible to make out any information.
Examine it again.
A single speck of white shines out from the shade. For some reason, the printer decided to spare this one tiny dot of paper. Looks like gibberish. Better get running again.
No.
This must be the information Sorna is looking for. She knows how to make sense of it.
What happened is it's covered in ink.
Odd. Something is obviously broken.
Tear off the printout.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft
Remove it.
glow. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Leave. She's going to be pissed at me if I present that to her. So we will give her the actual... Wait, which was one? This one here. I just want to see if anything interesting happened there. Let's go. Oh, you can probably put the tool down now, buddy. I have got it right. I've done this in the right order. Yeah, okay. Let's go and give the lady the thing. Is she going to be happy that I'm like super drunk? Also, we want to change our top, right? Which is the nice shirt we've been wearing. This one? Rhetoric. -1 to empathy. Still got 2 points to spend.
Yes, what is it?
I got it.
Yes? Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's going to happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
What are you even hoping to find?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. It's the abyss staring back at you.
Now what?
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
Can I do anything?
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
You found the coordinates?
I found the coordinates.
Yeah.
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart. Great job.
Oh my god. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Time for a celebratory drink, perhaps. Just a thought.
I'm already drunk, mate. So where is it? Where is your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
Well, I could have told you that.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double check my calculations.
What an
Okey-doke.
interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals, solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Right, I'll go figure it out. I'm good at intellectual puzzles.
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do it.
Sure.
Thanks.
Great. After we've done this, we can finally get to the island.
I'll leave you to work in peace now. Right, how do I actually do that? Oh god, what did she say? Oh crap. Oh no, wait. I thought I'd have to remember which bowl to move, but look, they're all the same highlight point. It's fine.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls.
Kim's voice
Water
actor is
inside the
actually
bowls
Belgian.
stands still.
So it's his actual accent rather than... Again, casting. Direction. Spot on.
Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimetre on the floor.
The third bowl from the left 2 centimetres.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. This task is an insult to your mental skills.
Oh, well, I don't care. Move the fourth bowl from the left 5 centimetres to the right.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all. And your leg still hurts from the tribunal.
He speaks fluent French, English, Chinese, and some Dutch. Wow.
Yes, what is it?
I've moved the bowls.
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah, nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Do you have your headphones on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Is it going to just be silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
What?
I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart.
Like that evil ink that filled the printout, erasing coherence and meaning.
You're overthinking this.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
Why assume that something that has no presence, existence, or qualities has to be terrifying?
Because it reminds us of death. And we humans tend to think that death is pretty scary.
Death is scary. You can't just start over again. Or can you?
It is scary, but we just have to face it.
Yeah. You're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step back. And then, nothing. Nothing happens. As Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Say nothing.
She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Well?
Damn it.
Did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No.
Oh.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Okay.
Great. And here I thought we were finally going to the island.
I know this would have been better to do a lot earlier, Kim. When we weren't 2 feet from solving the murder. Put on the headphones.
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
What if we just need a better sound system?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Funny you should mention that.
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Yes, but they could help with the speakers.
You mean the speed freaks? Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
Oh, Jim. That actually works. See, my bot works. They would if you wouldn't mind them moving in with you.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
I'll go talk to them.
Sure. Let me know how it
Right.
goes.
The ecstasy of music, man.
So, we have actually solved the crime, by the way. We solved the murder. We've finished the game. I'm just going back and doing a few bits that we missed. And safe scumming them because now it's not my proper playthrough. I'm okay with safe scumming. Hello, by the way, Jim. Right, talk to
Hi
these
again.
dickheads.
So,
Church.
yes? What's the
Good
deal?
news.
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of Nordic dance music.
You're going to have to share space for a couple of weeks until she gets her research finished.
That's fine. We can manage. And what about the side business? Have you made up your mind?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course. I meant the bar, obviously. Why am I even talking about this? It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later.
Leave the tent. Oh. Okay. Could have tied it up after yourselves, dickheads. Lurking was going to ask, where did the story go? I thought you'd done. Yeah. No. We have. I say, I just reloaded because it was as soon as you come off that island, that's it, game over. Well, bit of a chat, but there's no more opportunity to go back and do anything. So I googled this one a little bit because I couldn't work out how to get into the ice fridge, and we missed an opportunity to advance things. But she needed to give me a tool, but I hadn't talk to these guys in the right way so that it would trigger her quest line. It's a bit of a pain.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000!
You wouldn't get that many in there, but okay.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club.
Will you do the honors, detective?
Would you propose the name to be? No. Let's ask Cassell.
How about something simple? Like the club?
Alright.
Too modern and too ironic.
Yeah, you're not very
Don't
much
want
use.
ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
What do you think, Andre?
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Yes, you should do it, detective.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him.
Good for the signs.
You probably want to call it the Let's Get Back to the Case.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
Egghead?
Yakukata! Yakukata! The place to be!
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg. Got anything else?
Hardcore!
Yeah, of course.
Hardcore to the nega!
Thanks, Egghead.
No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
Noid?
The amnesia.
Huh? That works.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Well, I forgot my whole life amnesia.
Amnesia!
It's not amnesia, guys.
Thanks for your input, as always. Sooner?
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
No, Kim.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
Okay.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
The place to be?
I don't care.
You're right.
I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
I can't remember the rest of the song, but I do know that bit.
You have? Well, what's the name?
No Truce with the Furies. Disco Elysium.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgot.
The past is the future, but the future is dead!
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat.
What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
He performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kind of lame.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing?
We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
Jumps up and down with glee, his moves punctuated by the stroboscopic flash of the club lights.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves?
Are we about to have a dance-off?
Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But there's a noticeable lack of something.
Savoir-faire 3 because we got shot in the hip. Oh, man. What's with the hair?
To express my
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure, with the fused together spikes. But it looks like he's balding.
Or is it because you're balding?
Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20.
How old are you?
Not 20.
Next time someone asks me how old I am, I'm going to say that. Not 20. Is it important for you to be an individual?
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
Fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway,
Right,
goodbye,
let's
officer.
boost savoir-faire where we can, which I'm pretty sure we've got loads of clothes that can boost that. We might be wearing some that are negative. Let's strip naked. Anything that boosts savoir-faire. Okay. This isn't going well. We only got negative. Oh. Sunglasses. Oh, do we need to go and buy the thingy dude was selling the stuff from the dude from the seller, whatever his name, Sealing. I haven't got the sneakers and I haven't got the trousers. That's a look. Points. Where is it? There we go. Save scum time.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Why is it still so low? Why is it only 17%? Oh, because it's 18.
You close your eyes and dream of the shape.
How many save scums is this going to take? I could probably go back and buy all of the shit
hey
that
man,
I need.
It's good to see you.
You close your eyes and dream
Going to take a lot of rolls, this, isn't it? Also, I'm so glad I didn't play the game like
hey
this.
man, it's good to see you.
Trying to cheese rolls. That would not have been fun. Is there anything we can... What can we drink to boost? What is savoir-faire? Motorics. That's speed, right? Are we already on something? No, we're not on anything. Let's take some speed. As you do. Get on his level. Oh. God damn it.
The shapes your body.
28% is very low. We should have done this before. I should have loaded a save from before I was shot. Doink, doink. Doink. Take that. Take that. Save it again over that one. Ooh.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
You close
Yay! There we go. First time.
Skull, leaving your brain to wonder.
Good night, Avatar.
Little fluttering light go.
Cheers for hanging out. Cheers for stopping by. Should be back Sunday with a new game. So we're just killing this one now. We're going to do our dance off now, though.
Total darkness.
Uh-oh.
You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind. Here it will begin.
Where did the church go?
Who fucking cares?
Good.
No.
What?
Not good. Or scares me.
Where did the music go?
Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone.
Why can't I hear anything?
This is a pivotal moment. Try not to piss yourself.
Concentrate on hearing.
Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
It comes to you like a blue whale. You sense it stir the tranquility of the deep. A single note of bass passing through. Then it's gone. Back to El Silencio.
This is where the beat plunged. It will resurface soon. Brace for glory.
What was that about unformed skulls?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn.
Man, Harry is broken.
To rule the world.
As it ought to be. Where is it?
In the spinal cord.
What do you want?
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Bust a move.
Foolhardy. Do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel, all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso, is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics, somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn.
Open your eyes and dance like you've never danced before.
You have become a flawless interlocking mechanism, a flesh and bone approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup of the one called eggheads, entirely, rigidly, imbecilic, without pity or fear.
I wonder now, do you remember the Sealing was selling the speakers? I wonder if I could have given her the speakers and not done this. I might look that up. I'm not going to try it.
Oh my god! No way!
Hello, Jeef. Jeefco. Hello. We actually finished this game a little earlier. I'm just going back and doing bits I missed. Yes way.
With his reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come, the young man observes your moves for a second. He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm.
Kim, get in here.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
This is clearly a Code 31 emergency.
Okay, code 31, code 31.
The lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The lights reflect off his glasses.
I didn't get the full tracksuit. I didn't get enough money to go and buy the pants off of Kuno. I could have bought them, but I haven't got the cash. I'm not going to go back and do all of that.
He's obviously having trouble adjusting to this new reality.
I think I would have looked great in the full tracksuit set.
A Code 31 emergency? Really?
Yeah, officer in need of assistance on the dance floor.
The lieutenant crosses his arms with a bemused look.
Oh, come on, Kim.
What's happening? How the hell are you dancing with that broken leg of yours?
Also, this is after the tribunal, so I've got a damaged leg. I should have loaded an earlier save. I'm not doing anything. The music made its mind up a long time ago, and I'm just implementing.
Good for you. Rock on, then.
Somehow, we managed to hear him sigh.
I am on... I did take some speed before I started this. Hey, I called you to dance.
What?
Right. Authority. Respect you and outrank him. That's it. Don't let the lieutenant leave without getting his hardcore on. Go on. Yes.
You are.
I'm only going to full rank on you one time, and that time is now.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you I am not. Now get your groove on, Lieutenant.
Get my what on?
Said get your goddamn groove on, boogie woogie.
Sheesh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork, plus is that Ubi folk dancing?
Nah, it's not Ubi folk. It's hardcore.
Yeah, whatever.
You talk the big talk, Lieutenant. Let's see some moves.
Oh yeah? I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate. Now, check this shit out.
The lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity, it's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you.
I can't believe we missed out all of this in the main playthrough. I don't want to leave them to it. Andre's not even dancing.
It doesn't look like he'd give a shit either. Part of him is amazed you're both able to just dance after all these horrifying events in Martinez.
I've actually got the speed in my hand. I've just noticed. Turn to a cell.
The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you expectantly.
Asil, aren't you going to dance?
No, recording.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work.
Come on then, Andre.
The young man immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern, embellishing it with some sort of waving motion.
I wonder if I should have talked to a cell first.
The authority of the law is clearly unquestionable.
Is there anything more I can do? I want to break the limit.
The dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive would be a point of no return. Feels almost melancholy. Are you sure you have the entire pussy along for this?
Together, where are you?
Here we go again. Hardcore filthy air. The sound above my head.
The what now? The sound above your what?
Above my hair, man.
Okay, this is too imbecilic. Excuse me.
Speed addict, sooner is in. Andre's dancing harder, got Kim dancing. Turn on the hyperdrive.
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten stave church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center, an officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced.
What is this strange feeling I keep having? This cold, even now?
I am la Rebachelière.
Yeah, apparently we are a speed addict. I guess I must have... Maybe... I don't know if it's because I'm currently on speed or if I've taken it too much.
I am the city.
What do you mean you are the city?
I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius Loki of Revachol. My heart is the wind corridor. The bottom of my air is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms. Come morning, I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat. I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her. And I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill.
How are you talking to me?
The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs on the back of your neck. I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs. Everywhere there is space.
But who am I? Why are you talking to me?
You are an officer of the citizens' militia, Jaunt in Rebut. When you wear your coat, you wear my soul. You move through my streets freely, in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places. You also circulate among those who are hidden. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you.
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled and his tongue lolling out. Several others are standing around him. He slowly comes to.
Had a good rest there?
I spoke to the city of Revachol.
Fuck yeah! I bet you did. Those were some advanced moves, man.
That's all great, but we should really get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today.
Oh, come on, Kim.
You might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect.
Man! Now, man! Now imagine if we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people. End of human development. Mission complete.
Right, ecstatic.
All right.
You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feet like noodles underneath.
That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Have I done all of the things now? Help sooner. Get a cell, solve Egghead, sync signs. Right, okay. Surely we've got to be sync signs with him now.
You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Hardcore.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
The would-be leader is cutting some futuristic shapes on the floor, sweating profusely.
I wonder if Kim would have been, when we got to the end trial thing, if Kim would have been less on my side had we actually done this.
A cell using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the base. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Better here than in the tent.
Okay.
What he means is, you're right, actually. The tent was a safety hazard, and this place was deserted anyway.
What do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
I'm not in. It's too late to keep going. I'm not going to go through all of these.
Sure,
What's with the clothes?
they're hardcore.
That's it?
They're just clothes.
I thought there'd be more to it.
It's just a style, you know, normal hard style. Anyone can wear it.
Take care, Noid.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was.
Hey there.
I wonder if I talked to all of them before doing the dance, if they'd have all got in the dance. But never mind.
The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead.
What for?
For getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
How's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does. Behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much. And the crab man hasn't shown himself, thank God.
I got shot in the leg.
Ouch. I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing or something. When I was 16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something. I don't know. Anyway, shot in the leg? I'm sorry. Man, that must suck.
Now, can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favour. What do you want to know?
Let's deal with Egghead.
What do you mean?
What do you think he's doing when he yells all that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
What's a party boy?
Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
Let's go with that one. You don't have to tell me rock is backward. I am the future man. I abandoned rock in the 30s. Stupid rock.
Ah, okay. Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in.
He's an MC.
He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
We certainly saw that in practice, didn't we?
Yes, I suppose we did.
Tore that shit up.
Tore it to pieces.
Yay! He did get into it. Tell me more about Egg.
What do you want to know?
No.
Who do you want to know about? Sure.
Actually, that's it for now. I do wish we'd solved this during the playthrough. Never mind. Why can't I talk to him? One day I'll come back and do a dickhead playthrough. Talk to him! Or have I already solved... Does it already count as solving the egghead puzzle? No, it hasn't. Okay. Can I talk to her?
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going?
What? What did you say?
They said, how's the project going?
I can't hear you. The music is too loud.
How's it go? The project. How's it going?
Oh, the project. It's not going
Why?
There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Why don't you just ask him?
He doesn't listen to me! He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekukata! A place to be, apparently!
I'll speak to him, see what I can do.
Thanks! Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes. Let me know how it goes!
Alright. Currently it's not letting me talk to him, though. Is it because he's supposed to be here? Let's just try this. It's very late, so I'm going to wrap up soon. And then, yeah, come back with Outer Wilds on Sunday. Right, okay, he's in the right place now. I don't know why he moved. Right, here we go. That's a different... He's not said that before.
True, hard, full, car.
Oh, shit.
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Internally coherent! All car! Alright! Yeah!
Silence again?
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the...
Hardcore! Ah!
So hardcore. But I've picked that one before and it wasn't the right answer. Should we pick this one?
The question is, what is the question?
We solved it! Just answer the question.
But there was no question.
Oh man, we've got to go through that again.
The cloud, true, hard.
Right, so nothing, 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 nothing. Silencio, continue. No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
That would have been a good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just idiotic.
But there was a question?
Oh, wait, what?
True, hard, full, car.
Is it?
It's hardcore.
I don't know what to say to that.
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger. I am the rearranger.
Are these all that bloke from Scooter references?
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
Unplug his fucking speakers.
The close. True, hard, full, car. It's hardcore.
You just can keep saying it's hardcore, isn't it?
Skibber-dee, skibber...
Your cop training.
True, hard,
What
full, car.
is this?
Hardcore.
What is it? I mean, really?
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural, Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it.
Okay.
Or maybe it's not Gotwaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name. Could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
I don't know. So is this the famous Van Eyck I'm hearing?
Hard cop. You know about him too?
Ooh.
You know Van Eyck?
Yeah, I'm a major egghead.
Wow.
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
So am I! So am I! Oh, is that why they call you Egghead? Because... Egghead to the mega! The K became the G! The boy became the man! The Advent?
Wait, I still haven't...
The close. True, hard, full, car!
Hardcore!
How did we get to that other question before?
Internally coherent. All core! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore! Ah!
So hardcore.
Is it though?
Ah. Didn't we say this? I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life. The club. True. Hard.
Let's get back to that. Nothing, silence, continue. So hardcore. It is.
What is it? I mean, really.
Oh, here we go. This is the loop we got into before, but that's different. We didn't have this. The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried it isn't.
We solved the egghead puzzle, whatever that means.
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
You put Suna's signal through your speakers.
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
3.5.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary line is
Oh, fuck's sake.
4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
I wanted to see if I could solve the...
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter
okay.
for it right here. Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
Right. Are we going to solve this, whatever this thing is? What did you call it? The swallow.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Oh. No.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Arno for just a sec. For a special scheduled event. The Arno will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes. And then I'll turn off the music.
Alright, goodbye.
Alright.
Yes, what is it?
Right, plugged in the cable, you can unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Okay.
Maximum!
Uh-oh.
Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
I'd want to go out with Egghead. I don't think I want to go out more than once with Egghead, but I want to go out with Egghead.
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
It's stuck.
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready.
That's the sound of a fox running across my roof, by the way.
Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically.
Okay, ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, made manifest.
Uh-oh.
It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
There's alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan the surroundings. A slight rattle like crystal clattering in the cupboard fills the air, joining the chorus.
It's getting louder.
His eyes riveted on the strange circle of water basins.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
You hear Egghead yell, then something else, but his voice is growing faint.
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
Was a weird rattling sound.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
The glass shards around Dolores Day's vacant heart appear to be vibrating from the sound. It almost looks as if she's alive.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
She looks up, a screech fills the air, a scream of wood and nails. The pillars of the church twist and creak above, around, and around you.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to us! Love!
Below it, all the bass grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound benevolent at all. It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Everybody, don't panic, it's beautiful.
Beautiful car! Beautiful life!
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you?
Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead, whatever you do, don't stop it.
But then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
Fuck's sake, Egg.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswov isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's the start.
What was that? I've never heard anything like that, and I've heard a pale latitude compressor.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
You going to write to Sluice Law?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear.
That it wasn't her fault. Or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
What happens now? Are you going to...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Sulispov. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care. Thank you anyway. Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive.
Let's roll this.
You don't have to.
Hey!
You already have. A long time ago.
Wait, how?
These thoughts formed in you somewhere, in a long-forgotten discussion, behind the kitchen table, in the evening light.
Oh shit, sooner. It is the origin point of the Pale.
What?
The swallow. It's how it starts. It's baby Pale.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
No, we are 20 meters from the very edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you.
That explains why the Crabman's so crazy. He's been basically hanging out in Pale the whole time.
You have her full, undivided attention.
This is quite a big revelation. I'm glad we did this.
The lieutenant's, too. He takes his glasses off.
The Pale is only an effect. A transition between the world and that.
Then, what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing.
It's less than nothing.
No.
Oh, the final rest state for reality. Imagine if all this never was.
Then the Pale is...
Simply a gradient.
But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day, when it's larger, it will be.
I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mold. Erupting in points inside the world.
This is one of those places.
According to this, how long...
Until it starts swallowing? It's already started. Starting with sound.
And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects in addition to sound and data?
An intellectual hunger fills her now, casting fear aside.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM...
It didn't form in a church. The church formed around it.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus. Or a containment facility of some kind, built by the first settlers.
Acting on an instinctual level, or religious practices we've forgotten.
I have considered the same. The bad news is, there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of provincial settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but...
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
All the failed businesses in the doomed commercial area. All the failure in Martinez.
Do you think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even, say, software development?
She already made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
All the failed businesses and ideologies. There's something wrong here.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
I should let the people still working there know about this. They might be affected.
You mean Plaisance and the dice maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
Both of them deserve to know. Plaisance would almost certainly, like, I don't know, fucking jump off a cliff or something.
Then go tell them.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to do this now. I think I've had this thought before. That's how I know.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
One day all the world will be like that 2mm hole.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window. Cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest, some of this I can use to start to explain.
Man, you will certainly some man.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
Club is the only thing keeping this place and the rest of reality together.
I wouldn't go so far as to...
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out!
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthropomedic detection to perform in this district.
What else have we got? What was that thought that popped up? Cleaning out the rooms. What was that one? Go by date, please. Where's the one I just picked up? Oh, is that one, was it? We got that one to pick up, right. Well, there we go. We missed out on doing all of that. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what would have happened if we'd have done that as part of the main playthrough, but oh god, thank god. Stupid music's gone. Oh, do you know, there was one other thing we didn't do. Because it was a red check. It's very late, I need to go to bed. This thing. Come on. What do I need for this?
An old door, worn by elements.
Interfacing.
Guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't...
What can we boost interfacing with? I know we've got the gloves, so we can do that. Let's give our point to that. Let's give... items, clothes, gloves. What skill is interfacing motorics? So we're going to have to do some more speed, right? Interfacing is that one. I mean, we could reload. To be honest, I could go in here. I could reload the game, say from before I did the church. and then I'd be able to spend all the points on this. But let's just save scum it for a second. Save. Yeah.
An old door, worn
Still
by
only
elements,
3%.
guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
I'll take the speed.
An old door, worn
Fucking
by
hell.
elements, guards the depot. The
How are we going to get in there?
a sand dune in front of it.
3% means I need to get a 12.
Been opened.
So we'll be sitting here for bloody ages.
See a handle.
So let's do load the game from before we did all of that shit, because I've got like 4 points to spend on here, right? This way. Right. Interfacing. Doink, doink, doink. Gloves.
An old door, worn by
Fuck, it's only 8% still.
guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front
Go away.
of it.
There's going to be a lot of cheesing if we... to get this. Maybe we just were never supposed to find out what it was.
An old door, worn by elements.
17%. Save. Over that one. Click,
Old
click.
door, worn by. You rattle the handle a bit.
Failed.
Push on the door.
Is there a quick load? Quick save is F5, but there's not a quick load. Okay. I said, I'm very glad
You rattle the handle a bit.
I didn't try and do it this way in the actual game. Because this isn't... It's called unopenable for a reason.
An old door, worn by elements.
Well,
guards the
surely
depot.
it's...
The wind. You rattle the handle.
There's a non-zero chance, right? Or is it actually unopenable? Because it does say...
An old door, worn by elements. You rattle the handle a bit. An old door. worn
No.
by- You rattle.
Maybe it is... I mean, why give me any percent? Yeah.
Old door.
Cheers, Slow.
By elements.
I'm done.
You ra-
This isn't going to work. I'll Google it or something.
An old door, worn by. You
Yeah,
rattle
okay.
the handle a bit. Then push on the door.
We don't get in there. Frankly...
No. We've got...
Yeah, I understand you. Relax. No one's hiding in there.
At least you can think about open.
From here to the whirling, I can...
God damn it. What if we use What's-Her-Face's tool? Oh, I don't have What's-Her-Face's tool in this load. Right, cool. I'm done. What an absolutely astounding game. That's going to go in my list of games that I wish I could wipe my memory of and play again. There's this one, Soma, and the... What was it called? The one about the ship. Return of the Obra Dinn. I like my top 3 games for I want to play it as though I'd never knew nothing about it. I didn't know anything about this game before I started. I saw a few dialogue options from someone else playing, and I was like, yep, I've got to try this out. But now, at the very least, I can go and Google all sorts of things and not worry about spoilers. Because I've been terrified of looking anything up in case I get spoilers, because the amount of times I've done that for a game or something, just looked up something on the fringe. Oh, what would happen if I made this other choice in the first 10 minutes of the game? And then it goes, oh, well, yeah, we're in the end because it was the deserter and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, fuck's sake. I've seen that inside that in so many games. So I just don't look at anything anymore until I'm fully finished. Right. I'm done. Have a nice weekend, everyone. I'll be back Sunday, 9 PM UK, 9 PM-ish UK time. And I think we're going to start the Outer Wilds. We've been wanting to play that for a long time. And I was very kindly gifted it for Christmas, so I think that's good timing. And one of my friends has just finished playing it and says it's amazing as well, so toodaloo. Catch you on Sunday, hopefully. Have a lovely weekend, look after yourselves, and see you next time. Good night.